What's up, Zero Shadow King followers? And today I'm bringing you a gadget deck profile. So, this is so far a project 1 of the gadget deck profile that I have here today. This is like cards that I had of the gadget deck. I didn't think I have almost the whole thing, but I looked around and I did have a lot. So today I'm bringing you the gadget deck profile. So before we start, hit the like button, to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and comment down about this deck profile we see here today. Alright guys, so let's begin with the gadget deck profile. So for this gadget deck profile, I do run 3 copies of yellow gadget, then 3 copies of green gadget. With yellow gadget, if this card is normal summon, you can add green gadget from your deck to your hand. If green gadget is normal or special summon, you can add red gadget to your deck to your hand. And if red gadget is normal summon, you can add yellow gadget from your deck to your hand. So that's pretty cool and neat. For your to help yourself get to your gadget, I do run 3 copies of gold gadget. With gold gadget, if this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 machine monster from your hand. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 gadget monster from your deck except gold gadget. You can only use the effect of gold gadget once per turn, and only once that turn. Then I'm also running 3 copies of silver gadget. With silver gadget, we have the same effect as yellow gadget. Yellow gold gadget, my bad. Kind of sometimes think it's yellow. Same thing, same effect. If this card is no more special summon, you can special summon a level 1 level 4 machine monster from your deck to your hand. Then if this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 gadget from your deck. And you can only use that effect once per turn and not turn only. Then I do run 3 copies of Boot Up. I just want to name him Boot Up Commander. With Boot Up Commander here, you have the effect. Let me read this to you. If you target one, you can target 2 machine gadget monsters you control, or in your graveyard with different names. Special summon this card from your hand, then equip those targets to this card. Once per turn, it gains 1,000 attack for each monster equipped to this card by effect. So, the cool thing is about these gadgets, this card will like to use these cards in the graveyard. Woo, where did the yellow gadget go? There we go. I guess it's time to equip. So, it's pretty cool. I like it. And then I did want 1 copy of, let me move this out of the way so I can show you. One copy of Boot Up Armory Destroyer. This card cannot be normal summon, it must be special summon from your hand by sending 2 gadget cards from your hand or face up on the field to the graveyard. Cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. While you control a gadget monster or a gadget monster equipped to that monster, once per turn you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. So I do run one copy. It's our main boss monster. We will see him sometimes be played in this deck, sometimes we won't. And it's pretty cool with him. We also do run the actor deck, so that's why we don't see him too often. Now then, for this gadget deck, I did add up a couple of different cards, and it kind of worked out good. I liked it. Good combo right there. I wish there was more of this kind of archetype, but so what I will show you in the extra deck why I run three pyro monsters. These cards, you don't need to summon them, you need to have them in hand to use for fusion summoning. Now then, I do run polymerization on this deck because for the cards I'm running require one machine and one pyro monster. And I run 3 copies of these cards. I was thinking about doing a synchro because I do run this tuner, but that's for another time. Now then, I run the copy of Flame Veil Archer, then 2 copies of Inferno. I'll show you in a little bit what I'm doing with this extra deck and what's different about this one. Now then, let's get back to showing you the spell cards. For the 3 ups, I did say I'm running polymerization, so 3 copies of Poly. So, everyone knows what this card does. Fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or side of your field as fusion materials. So, you don't need to play these cards in your field. Just make sure to have these cards in hand when you start the game. So you get into a nice fusion boss monster that I'll show you in a little bit. And then for the 2 copies, I run 2 copies of Boot Order Gear Charge. So just the two. I feel like gadgets should have more support of getting through their spells and traps into the future, but when this card is activated, you can target any number of gadget monsters you control that are equipped to a monster, special summon them. You can discard 1 card, add 1 Boot Emerald Destroyer from your deck to your hand. You can only use the effect of Boot Up Order Gear Charge once per turn. You can only activate Boot Gear Charge once per turn. So it's nice because we do get to go to our main boss monster here. And we do only need to run 1 on the field, but keep 2 on hand just in case. Then for the 1 spell, we're just running, my opinion only, just to put it into the slot for now. 1 Dark Hole. We don't run a lot of spells in this deck, you guys, because of the trap cards we run. Now then, if you guys want to, you can change this card, this static drop off, for Ash Blossom if you guys want. It's all your opinion on this kind of deck. But I right now like this card. It's a nice counter trap. When your opponent adds a card, add cards from their deck to their hand, including drawing, they must discard 1 of those cards. So, if your opponent is relying to have some, like say, oh, we're going to make you use Ash Blossom, you have to discard Ash Blossom, or use Ash Blossom right now. You still have 2 more copies of this card to use. It's like trying to stop Ash Blossom here. Well, I was trying to. Then I run 2 copies of Boot Up Order Gear Force. When your player's monster declares an attack, all monsters you control are faced up machine monsters, minimum of 1, destroy attack position monsters your opponent controls up to the number of machine monsters you control. So it's nice. You clear off your opponent's board for the many machines you run. On it, depending on how many machines you run, like 1 or 3. Now then, for the continuous trap cards, I run here 3 copies of the original Stronghold Moving Fortress. Special summon this card in defense position as a effect monster, machine monster, level 4 with 0 attack, but with defense of 2000. This card gain still a trap card while you control a green gadget, red gadget, and yellow gadget. This card gains 3000 attack. It's mostly our big boss monster, the original one, but I wish they made him into a monster shell trap. But he's pretty cool like this. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now then, I do run 2 copies of Power Holder, the moving battery. It requires, if this card is special summoned as an effect monster, Earth, level 4, 0 attack, and 2000 defense. You can equip 1 gadget monster from your hand or deck to this card. This is still a trap card while it's on the field. If this card is summoned this way, this card gains attack equal to double the attack of the monster equipped to it. This card. So it's pretty cool because we do run a lot of gadgets, like silver gadget, gold gadget, red gadget, green gadget, and yellow gadget. Will all have about close to 2000 attack here. Close, not a lot, but it doubles this card's attack, and that's pretty awesome. Now then, I do run 2 copies as well of Madhole, the moving blockade. Let me zoom in a little more. Here we go. Activate this card by targeting any number of level 4 machine monsters you control. Special summon this card as an effect monster. Machine type, level 4 Earth machine with 0 attack, 0 defense. Then those face-up monsters, this card. Okay, let's see here. Zoom in. There we go. This is still a trap card. If this card is summoned this way, this card gains attack equal to the combined attack of monster equipped to this card. Equipped to it. By this effect, monsters your opponent controls cannot target monsters you control for attack except this one. So it doesn't say what's the limits. Let's say we have yellow gadget, silver gadget, red gadget, or yellow, or green. Either of these equipped to it will make this monster into powerhouse. So if we use these 2, it comes up to 3000. And if we equip 2 more to him, he will become a very powerful powerhouse. So 3000 plus 27 is about 47,000 attack here. And that's a powerhouse at this point. Even if you equip even the other gadget, green gadget, it still will become a pretty powerful monster here. And then I can make this into an OTK monster here. Now then, for the final trap, I do run 3 copies of Infinite Impermanent. My own for a hand trap. So everything else is to help the gadgets become into a powerful machine killing machine here. And it's pretty awesome. I think people just add different monsters to them to make it look cool, but gadgets themselves are powerhouse if you use them correctly. Now then, for the extra deck, I do run 2 copies of Platinum Gadget. 2 copies of Platinum Gadget here for the gadget support. Now I now then, if you want to, I just put this card in here just for that fusion I told you about. So Gaia Saber, the Lightning Shadow, and for my now then, for the fusion monsters I'm running here. Now then, I do run 1 copy of per Cycleroid, 2 machine monsters with the same name. This card can attack directly. This is the only effect this card uses. Sometimes you'll win the duel with him. Sometimes you use him more as a fusion material as well. For the fusion materials, now these are the ones I put in there, and it kind of been working pretty well. Not gonna lie, it's pretty good. I wish there was more archetype with machines and power monsters here. For my 2 copies of, I'm running Ignition Blast Volcan. I wish he was like into the volcanic archetype. 1 machine type monster and 1 pyro type monster. When this card is fusion summoned, target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy that target. Also destroy this card. Then, if both monsters were destroyed, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster in the graveyard that was targeted by this effect. So if your opponent has a big boss monster on the field, he's gonna say, "Okay, we're just gonna blow each other up. You take the damage, and he takes the damage. You don't take no damage." Now then, for the other monster, this is just right here. Blazing Phoenix, the Burning Permanent Bird. 1 machine type monster plus pyro monster. Once returned during the main phase, you can inflict 3,000 damage to your opponent for each card on the field. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this card. You sometimes don't need to have him attack. What you mostly need him is because you'll have a lot of cyber gadgets on the field that are equipped to your other big monsters to inflict battle damage to your opponent. Now then, for the Xyz plays, I do run a couple of Xyz monsters here. Let me move these up. I run here 2 copies of Gear Giant X. Like the effect, by the way. Once returned, you can attach 1 material from this card and a level 4 lower machine monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. When this face-up card leaves the field, target 1 level 3 or lower Gear Gundam monster, special summon target. You don't need that effect when this card is destroyed. You just need the effect when to detach 1 material, bring back, recycle your gadgets again, mostly. For the other 2 copies, I'm running Heavy Arm Train Iron Wolf. It's pretty cool because you can have to detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 machine monster you control. It can attack your opponent directly, and you do run a good base of heavy hitters like your ignition blast volcanic, and these Albert these Albert 2 monsters that I'm running as well. Number 81, Super. Then here we go. Super. It's a long name. I'm just gonna call in Rail Cannon Super Dora. Mostly you use him for the takeout when you detach this card from the material. Now then, as you saw, I'm not running a lot of level high monsters to get to him, but I do run here 2 copies of Drain Knight Draydron. Whoever came up with these names, just really, why not just call it Battleship? At the end of the battle phase, if this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can special summon from your extra deck 1 rank 10 higher Machine Xyz monster by using this card you control as material. Transferred as this is treated as Xyz summon. Transfer the materials from this card to that card. So it says 2 plus level 4. You can add as many level 4s. We do run a lot of level 4s here. So for example, here we can with the gadget silver in, we can use 3 materials detached to him, then go into your Rails Cannon Super here, and it will already have 4 materials on him. Plus, if you want to, we can also go to Divine Zeus here and detach those materials to him, and he will already have 4 materials, so he's already a good powerhouse. But yes, our final copy on the extra deck is Divine Zeus, the Sky Thunder. Once per turn, if an Xyz monster battled this turn, you can also Xyz summon Divine Zeus by Sky Thunder by using an Xyz monster you control as material. Transfer its material to this card. Quick effect, you can attach 2 materials from this card. Send all cards from the field to the graveyard. Once per turn, if any other cards you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, or detach 1 card from your hand, deck, or extra deck to this card as material. It's pretty cool. And it doesn't say what kind of material it has to be. So for example, if you're not using these 2, begin to attach them to Zeus as backup material. That's pretty nice and everything. And mostly this is how I'm seeing the gadget deck working out, you guys. I have so far some good, about 5 wins and about 4 losses here, but it hasn't been bad with this deck, because you have the option of going to more machine or into that pyro style I told you about. But yeah, this is all we have. Alright guys, that is it for my gadget deck. This has been a very long deck profile, I'm starting to notice, but I just love the gadget deck. I decided to talk about it too long already, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys played your own style of gadget. Let me know in your comment below how you play your own gadget style, and we can see who will win. If you guys want to, I will say this. Comment below and tell me your username for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro that we all play on, and I will gladly accept your challenges. So comment down below, you guys. Tell me your username, and I'll text you back saying the days I'm available to play with you guys. Alright? I'm declaring an open challenge for Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro right here. So, see y'all next time for the video, and hit the like button, subscribe, comment below, and turn on the notification bell. See y'all later. Peace out.